Slips and falls can happen almost anywhere on a property. The parking lot, the lobby, stairs, the kitchen, back of the house areas, you name it. What caused these accidents and how could they have been prevented? Let's go ahead and take a closer look. The first one, like most incidents, has a primary cause, in this case, the wet floor. But if the associate would have been paying attention, he would have noticed the wet floor caution sign, been aware of the hazard, and walked carefully to avoid the slip. Therefore, the primary cause was the wet floor. The secondary cause, the slip, was the associate's inattention and failure to heed the proper warning. There may be many secondary causes for any given incident. What caused this one? The stairs? Hardly. Not holding the handrail. That's what caused this accident. You should hold the handrail whenever you go up or down stairs. No exceptions. And never carry anything you cannot see around or over up or down the stairs. What caused this one? The bathtub? No. Using bad judgment and standing on the edge of the bathtub caused it. Also, in certain areas such as bathrooms, there's bound to be wet, slippery surfaces. Therefore, the only way to truly prevent a slip and fall in this environment is to pay close attention to the surface you're walking on and maintain good balance at all times. Shoes with slip-resistant soles can also help improve traction on wet and slick surfaces. By now you should be able to determine what caused this one. The carpet? Of course not. Once again, it's not paying attention. Reading while walking is a recipe for disaster. What about this one? Both associates were at fault. Special mirrors are installed to prevent this very type of accident, and if either one of them had bothered to use them, this wouldn't have happened. Of course, leaving a cord in a hallway is a sure way to cause a trip and fall. At times, there's no way to avoid having a cord on the floor. If this is the case, use a cord cover or brightly colored tape to securely affix the cord to the floor. Wet floors, carpeting, objects out of place, all of these can contribute to a potential slip, trip, or fall. However, as you've seen, conditions such as these are usually only part of a problem. The true cause of most slips, trips, and falls is inattention or not watching where you walk. That's right. If you watch where you walk and pay attention to the condition and properties of the surface you're walking on, you shouldn't have a problem regardless of the conditions present. There are some other things you can do to reduce the likelihood of a slip, trip, or fall incident in your hotel. First of all, proper footwear makes a big difference. Shoes with slip-resistant soles are recommended. Check with your supervisor to see what's approved for your property. And of course, if the shoes have laces, make sure they are tied securely at all times. Ensure that all surfaces are clean and in good condition. If unsafe conditions are found, they should be corrected immediately. Walk-off mats at entrances to the hotel will help keep the floors inside cleaner and more slip-resistant. Remember, different surfaces offer different levels of traction. Carpet offers much more traction than tile. So be prepared for this change in traction when walking from one surface to another. Keep all file drawers closed. When using a corded appliance, maintain cord control to minimize trip hazards. Keep computer cables and electrical cords out of the path of foot traffic. If you see something on the floor that doesn't belong there, pick it up. It only takes a few seconds and can prevent a serious injury. Clean up spills immediately. Don't wait. If floors are wet, be sure that proper warning signs are in place where everyone can see them. In high traffic areas, it may be necessary to dry mop the area immediately after wet mopping to dry the surface more quickly. Certain areas, such as the kitchen or around vending machines, are prime locations for spills and slippery surfaces. Beware. When going up or down stairs, always hold the handrail. Always watch where you're walking. We know you're busy, but it's important to avoid distractions. Never walk backwards. Never read while you're walking. Watch where you're going and be alert, and never run at work. Yes, we're in the hospitality industry, and we don't want to disappoint our customers and fellow associates if we're late. However, it doesn't help our cause if you slip and fall and never get to your customer. Not to mention the added burden on our fellow associates that have to work harder because you are now out of commission due to an injury. If the ground is wet or muddy, be prepared for reduced traction and adjust your step accordingly. Uneven surfaces can also cause a nasty trip or fall, but by watching where you walk, you'll be prepared for it. Keep walkways, aisles, and other walking surfaces clear and free of boxes, paper, or any other items that may cause a slip, trip, or fall. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it really does make a difference. If you have to reach or retrieve an item in an overhead location, always use a proper ladder for the job. Never use a chair, a box, a table, or other similar unsafe items. Never climb on shelves. Use the proper ladder or step stool for the job. All public and work area surfaces should be kept clean and dry at all times. If you see something on the floor, don't just walk by and assume that someone else will pick it up. Take the time to pick it up yourself. Don't wait. Certainly, there are many more hazards you may encounter in your facility. We can't possibly address every slip, trip, or fall hazard in this short video. That's why it's so important for you to use your common sense, good judgment, and proper walking technique. After all, the best safety procedures and policies in the world won't do any good if you don't take a personal responsibility for your own safety and the safety of those around you. Remember, wear slip-resistant shoes. Watch where you walk. Use proper ladders or approved step stools. Hold the handrail. And clean up all spills immediately. It's that simple. Remember, the safety and security of your property depends directly upon considerate, conscientious associates who care. Take personal responsibility for your safety, the safety of your coworkers, and our guests. If you have any questions about the information in this program or any other safety question or concern, please ask your supervisor.